Hello, guys and gals. Me, Mutahar, and celebrities are truly awful people. Now, to start off with, okay, there's been a real big problem in the world right now. I've been doom scrolling like most people, and if you're on the internet, you've probably seen things like World War III is trending. God damn! It's bad, okay? It's not exactly the best situation to be having. Now, of course, I made a video a couple days ago talking about emergency alert systems and how much like a paranoia I got from the fact that right now tensions are raised between two nuclear-equipped countries. In fact, since I made that video, as of now, there's been an invasion of Ukraine by Russia. Completely just... It's bad, okay? It's really bad. They're in full force. Now, to understand, all right, thoughts and prayers to the Ukrainian people, but I know that's not going to mean much. Thoughts and prayers are like paying people by exposure. Really, it's the best thing that I can do. It's up to the world leaders to really, settle this amongst themselves and de-escalate, and I really do hope for the best in a situation where times are incredibly uncertain. But when it comes to social media, Twitter is a shithole. Twitter is a place where you can jump onto, and everyone's a goddamn contrarian. And really, it's the check marks that are the worst, okay? Check marks on Twitter are like, it's a license to be brain dead. If you want a perfect example, this is my Twitter account. They gave me a check mark, and I'm basically borderline brain dead at this point. Now, this is a actress known as Annalyn McCord. You may know her from shows like... Let me look it up. Hold on. Yeah, 90210. Remember that reboot? Oh, hey, what can I say? I'm not an actor or anything. Human rights activist, which might be one of the easiest activists to be, and anti-human trafficking ambassador. Frankly, I would put anybody on a watch list who wasn't against that thing. And also, hashtag end slavery. Guess what, guys? Slavery is bad. But I didn't want to come here to just say this and talk about this Twitter account. Frankly, they uploaded what might possibly be the fastest ratioed video. 12 hours ago, this was posted, and they've got 104,000 retweets. And this ain't the good kind of retweets. This is the ratio retweets. 89.7K. If that's not the most you've ever seen in a long time, I don't know what is. So what actually happened over here? 20.7 million people had witnessed a poem written by her. Now I'm going to have to call a little sussy baka on that one. Frankly, I think it might be a Fiverr person that got paid to write this shit, because it's actually quite bad. To understand, she made a poem titled "To Dear President, Mr. President Vladimir Putin." Now, I don't know if Vladimir Putin watched this. I think he's making a bunch of calls with world leaders right now. Frankly, that guy has given some scary speeches. But let's not doom scroll. Let's listen to this. Let's listen to this poem real quick that hopefully will stop Vladimir from doing the cringe.
If I was your mother, you would have been so loved, held in the arms of joyous light. Never would the stories plight the world unfurled before our eyes, a pure demise of nations sitting peaceful under a night sky. If I was your mother, the world would have been warm. So much laughter and joy, and nothing would harm. I can't imagine the stain, the soul-stealing pain that the little boy you must have seen and believed, and the formulation of thought quickly taught that you lived in a cruel, unjust world.
You did in fact hear that right, buddy. Clean out that earwax and pucker that rectum, because you did in fact hear it right. Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen. She pulled the old "I can fix it" trap card, which basically means that this person is in fact a Hollywood pot person. I swear to God, these people are engineered in the same place. It's like, listen, I know that I'm a fat gamer on the internet and I play too much, Dark Souls at this point. Yeah, clean out that earwax and pucker that rectum, because you did in fact see the birth of the trap card being played. Which trap card? The "I can fix it" trap card. Now, this trap card conveniently ignores the fact that there's this thing called geopolitics, and the fact that maybe, just maybe, this Russian president may not want someone in their backyard. Maybe this ultra-nationalistic guy might be wanting to bring back the old empire. Now, to understand, okay, I'm a fat gamer on the internet and I play way too much Siege, and I really don't have expertise on politics, so I really don't talk about it too much. But this is like really basic shit that you would learn in like U.S. history class, like, in like public school. Like, I remember we had an entire unit dedicated to this. After World War II's unit minute chapter ended, we started right on the Cold War. And this is like stuff that babies can figure out once they're of age. Like, this is no deep, dark, hidden secret. But yeah, she did in fact pull the, if I was your mom, you may not be invading your neighbor. You get that? You get that, audience? Not the fact that this was happening for years on end and it basically was a powder keg willing to explode. Yes, you did witness the I can fix some trap card. Oh, you had a fucked up childhood? Is that why you're taking it away? Don't worry, it gets better. Listen to this.
Is this why you do not hide nor away shy from taking back the world? Was it because so early in life all that strife racked your little body with fear?
This is what happens when all the bad guys in an 80s movie back in the day were literally either Russians or Germans. Literally, these people who live in pods can only isolate that, bad childhood. That's why this person wants to take over the whole goddamn world. What a sick fuck. Oh, god damn it.
Your heart, but I know if I was your mother, that would be a start towards the awareness of what a powerful being of light you could be if your mind was only free from the violence you've seen when you were just 2 or 3. I cannot believe I was born too late in a different place when I would have loved you so, watched you play wherever you go.
Okay, this is where I had to stop the video because frankly it got a little bit weird after this one. To be real, this person's like, hey, you know what? If I was this person's parent, if I slapped them around a few too many times, they wouldn't be doing this kind of shit. They wouldn't be posting cringe. They wouldn't be a bad person. They wouldn't be doing the no. I don't understand. Like, I'm not a psychologist, but I gotta imagine there's some like serious narcissism at play over here. Or maybe it's just like Hollywood like elite types being really, really out of touch. To be real with you, I'm gonna end the video off over here. To be like, this is not as egregious. To be real, like this is just a poem somebody wrote. Again, I don't know what compels you to wake up that day, look at the world events, and write this as a poem out. It's just it's just really dumb. But hey, I've seen way worse on the internet, and to be real with you, this is just some cringe. It's a little bit of cringe posting. Is it worth losing subs over? Probably not. But let's move on to something even wilder. This was such a weird video to watch when I was like initially looking at it because like what is the actual point of this? Like what are they trying to say? Like if they were the mother of like Vladimir Putin, they could show them the empathy and compassion and totally ignore the geopolitical ramifications of the world around them. It's like, again, these people are all pod individuals that have no understanding of why certain people and world leaders do the things that they do. We don't agree with Russians, we don't agree with Vladimir Putin, but I think it goes far beyond, you might not have had a good childhood growing up, sport. I can understand you trying to take it out on the world. I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Frankly, I feel like, Ukraine's Twitter account basically typing tag ad Russia and tell them what you really think about them actually does more work than whatever the hell we just watched. Because frankly, at least you're speaking directly to the social media intern that works at the Russian embassy. First off, even this isn't going to do anything. I don't think Vladimir Putin's reading any DMs he's getting on Twitter. I think harassing the social media intern isn't exactly reaching the government in any capacity. But you know what? I will say, compared to the war crime poem we just watched, this might do more. To be real with you, after watching that poem, fucking Fallout 5 don't feel half bad. Let's be real here. God damn. At least it would save me from the cringe I just watched. I found people sharing this a whole lot on the Twitters with like the good old-fashioned CNN coverage of the air raid siren. But guess what? It actually gets abrupted and taken over by an Applebee's ad. A little bit of chicken fried. To be fair, most TV networks do this. It's how they pay the press reporters to go down to scary places like that. I think Fox was doing one with like a vacuum commercial. I'm not entirely sure on that one. I think MSNBC probably might have done it with a better help. Ads run on all these networks all the time. But hey, if a YouTuber out there is going to talk about getting demonetized, I feel like it should all be fair game for anybody covering it. There are actually YouTube channels that are in fact going to like war places and covering it. I just found that out the other day, and it's definitely a video topic I want to go down in the future. But like, yeah, this is just something I found that was pretty hilarious, the way that it was cut. If I was Applebee's, you bet your ass I'd be talking about fucking putting in better ad placements. Not something that would make me the butt of the joke on the internet for a few days. Beyond all of it, one of the wildest things that I've actually seen was a resurgence of Anonymous. If you don't remember Anonymous, they are a hacker group. We are Anonymous. We have taken down the Kremlin website in support of Op Russia. Let me know if it comes back up. Fuck Putin. We support the people of Ukraine. Based as hell, boys. We are Legion. We do not forget the lives that have been lost under Putin's regime. And here they show n.kremlin.ru took too long to respond. To which we can go to the... We can try figuring this out. Is this website up? It is not up. It is not up! Ping n.kremlin.ru. Oh, hell no, dude. We ain't even getting a packet returned. Eat my ass. That's pretty good, though. 100% packet loss. Keep that going, right? One really important thing I want to stress for this video in general is if anybody is working in the IT field or the computer security field right now or cybersecurity in general, you probably want to be a little careful in the next few days, given the fact that cyber attacks are a possibility all over the world. So if you're going to be sitting down working near a critical infrastructure, let's say you're working in a business, something that's very important, you probably want to make sure you don't get phished. And I'm only, again, like most people working in that department are probably going to be very wary, but not everyone working in the business is. So again, just be very mindful and very out there. Just be super duper more vigilant than you ever have been. Pay attention to everything and, you know, let nothing go to chance is all I'm going to say. Because I think in the next couple days, the next few weeks, we're going to see a lot more computer-related stuff. A lot more... Personally, I really want to cover a lot of the stuff that's probably going to happen at that point. I hope it doesn't happen, but cyber stuff is usually an inevitability at this point. Just if you're working in that field, be very, very careful. Now, of course, it's not always relegated to celebrities. I found this one on LinkedIn, which made me absolutely jaw drop at the fact of, while Russia is taking over Ukraine, we're taking over the Amazon event industry. Woo! God damn, we're starting off strong. Pulling off the most exclusive Amazon event of the year next week, and then we get to work on the biggest event of the century in June, and so on and so on. Whoever can't handle it, take shelter. This had to be a meme. When I first saw this, I was like, there's no way that's real. There's no way that was real. It was actually real. Apparently, the employee that posted that got fired. We are dealing with this very upsetting incident and deciding how to address this. This is not who we are or what we are about. Our heart goes out to the people in Ukraine, and we will be praying for them and helping in any way we can. We just donated to a charity. Update. The individual in question has been fired. Yeah, no shit. I mean, goddamn, somebody posted like that on my company. But this is the kind of stuff that's keeping me up at night, and I think it's keeping a lot of us up at night. I looked at a lot of cringe, which frankly, the cringe that was posted by our actress friend made me laugh a little bit and sort of dialed down the tensions a little bit. So if there was a positive that came out of it, it was the fact that, frankly, for 1 second, I was able to breathe and kind of giggle. But this is not a situation that we really should be giggling about. It's a situation that, frankly, we should be hoping resolves itself quickly, amicably, and de-escalates in a way that, frankly, should have happened days ago. Now, before we tie off the sandwich in the hopes of de-escalation, one thing that I want to actually post is this YouTube creator thing that we've seen, where they were posting like Russian for like the last day or two, and people thought they were hacked, but they were actually directly speaking to the Russian viewers and like users. So you can temporarily hide your YouTube channel and restore it later, basically that link you see in the actual screen right now. And if you are a Russian person that is protesting, and big thanks to people who are protesting the government, you are risking arrests, and God knows something far worse down the road if it ever comes to that. And the reality is you should probably doing this with all your social media if you have been critical of the government or critical of Putin or anybody, just because like there are state services that may not take too kindly to it. So again, if you have been posting some stuff on YouTube that was a little critical, you may want to actually remove it for a little while until things either die down or they get better. I'm just saying, just for people's safety out there, I wanted to also promote this one, just for everyone involved, especially the ones that are protesting. But yeah, that's just one thing I wanted to add. Frankly, the 2020s are a bad decade, okay? We've had pandemics, and frankly, we're looking at the cusp of war. And hopefully, for the best, it dies down. So that being said, though, I just wanted to end it over here. I wanted to show you some good old-fashioned Hollywood out-of-touch cringe because it made me laugh. It made me really cringe, and frankly, it made me wonder why somebody could even shoot that, record that, and then honestly upload it. It makes me baffled. But that said, though, this is me, Mutahar, and yeah, I'm out.